All right, welcome back, everybody. We're back here on eryo5 Radio with Aaron G.
Yeah.
The old, the new, up and coming, been around a long time.
You know,
many things Aaron G is.
Man.
Well, we were talking about some of the old stuff that we've been working on. We covered a lot of songs. There were a couple more I wanted to go over. Well, actually, we covered most of them. But you were talking about It's Over Now, the first one, All I Really Want. You said it was about your brother and his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And So Say. Does that one ring a bell?
So Say was, I don't know, I just like the track that you when you played that track, and I was like, I was like, ooh, what I'm going to do to this? And like,
it was
I don't know. It was just like, it just came off my head. I was like, so say that you need me to, baby, the same way, you know. I was just like, oh, okay, yeah. And I just wrote, and I just, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's one of the tracks I wrote in the room while we were there recording at the same time. Like, I didn't really even,
So no really deep meaning
not to
about
that
anyone
song
in particular to that one.
No.
I was going to say you have some songs about relationships, it seems.
Yeah.
I'm sure all the ladies want to know right now. I mean, is there any special someone in your life right at this moment?
Well, not right at this moment. You know, I've been like going through a lot of crazy things lately, and really trying to get myself focused on what's being true to myself, you know, and making myself number one. And like my aunt told me, God bless the child that got his own, and that's what I'm really working on right now, becoming my own, having my own. And so I'm not saying I don't have no room for none of the ladies out there, you know. Just right now, I'm trying to really get this music. I want my music to get jumped off and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I've been focused a lot.
That's the main focus. That's what we're here to talk about.
Right.
You're focusing on you right now.
Pretty much. You know, that's what it is. It's all about me, you know.
You talked about Nikki J.
Oh man, I love.
She has
Nikki
many
J.
names, but we're gonna call her Nikki J because you're Aaron G. It just kind of goes. You worked on the One I Live For.
Yes.
Is that the right name?
That was an awesome song.
From what I remember about that, I remember working on that. I want to say March 31st, 2003, because that was the first day I started working at the job I still have now.
Okay.
I don't know if I remember that right, but I remember my first day at that job, us working in the evening on One I Live For.
You know what? I think that was probably about right, too, because I know we did 2 takes of it. The first take, it was like I rushed the take, and then she's like, no, I wrote this song. It needs to be better than that. And you got it in you. And I know you can sing it in you. Yada, yada, yada. So and that's when we all got together. And then.
So Nikki wrote the song. Is that correct?
Yeah, Nikki wrote the song. I didn't even write a word for that song. The One I Live For was all Nikki J. But it was just like I fell in love with it because like she was an incredible writer. Like that was and she wrote it in. She was a more experienced writer than I was, you know what I mean? Because she'd been writing a little bit longer than I had.
She had a group of her own,
right? Because she was in Moss 85 at the time, and
that's right.
They was doing shows and stuff like that, and they were just writing music and stuff like that. So she has been like, she was more of. I looked at her as more of like a stepping stool for me to like learn from and take a point and. I think that's how I came up with, you know, like I watch a lot of different other artists who writes and, you know, and see what they do. And I mean, okay, that's what they writing about. All right, so what I'm saying, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I worked with Nikki a little bit to put the beat together.
Yeah. And
then she was the writer and producer for that song, and she was coaching you.
Yeah.
Was there any
the arranger too for the song? Like I didn't even arrange that song. She arranged the song. Well, I mean, you know, coach arranged, same thing.
Was there any tension between you working together? You worked pretty well?
No, you know what? I as a musician and as a up and coming artist in the music industry, is something that I'm always got to be comfortable with. You know, I'm a writer now. Like now, I'm a writer. You know what I'm saying? I can write. You know, I know I can write, and then, but at the same time, 2 heads is better than 1. You know.
You know, speaking of that, I actually have another audio clip I wanted to play.
All right, go
I put
ahead.
together a little montage. It's about a minute long of you working with Nikki. We have actual footage from that recording.
Oh, wow.
What did you want to do? What were you saying?
What were you saying?
Well, I'm saying.
You be quiet. Go back in your booth.
Well, I'm singing the song.
I heard you. You said you wanted a strong chorus. Now go back in the booth. I'm talking to Eric.
Well, Eric was agreeing with me. Just
Eric,
come down some. You know what I mean? Exactly how I always do
Aaron,
choruses.
you want to work or not? Go back in the booth.
Can you see?
Aaron, shh.
Baby,
Just a
you
second.
make me feel
Aaron.
hot.
Just
I don't like that. I want to
sounds
sing over the top of it. It's better like that.
For the first chorus, what do you want to do?
nothing. Leave it.
No.
For the first chorus?
Like that? No, with one voice. I hate that. It just doesn't sound as good as I like it to be.
Well, what do you want to do? Put an octave lower? I mean, what is that going to do? Not much.
But it sounds better.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I don't think so.
Well, I do.
I don't.
I do.
I don't.
I do.
I don't.
But I do.
Oh,
It's just that
If
I
that's
feel.
the way you think it should go, that's the way it'll go. But I don't like it like that.
Okay, well.
I hate that idea. I thought I was gonna like it, but I don't like it. No, I mean you are a very good songwriter. You're a very good producer, but I just does not.
I
like
tell
that
you,
idea.
you are going to get so
I just
many
don't-
compliments.
I just
for
don't
that.
like that idea. She's crazy.
So it sounds like there were a little bit of tension.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe there was a little bit of tension there.
But no, I know. I was there the whole time.
I didn't really. I forgot. You know, I just forgot.
You remember how it all came out in the end, and we got a good song out of it?
Yeah.
And, no, we all had a good time.
Yeah, it was. You know what? But tension. We true artists still get this product done, and you know what? As true artists, we still got a finished product. That's why I still say there was no tension there. We had a dispute on how we would do one of the choruses because you know I'm a multi-layer like a type of guy. You remember when we recorded All I Really Want? I think just the chorus alone, we had like I don't know how many different voices on that chorus, like 8 or 9, if not more than that. Because I did like 3 falsettos. It was like
I think
12.
So Say the choruses had a whole lot of voices on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've done my fair share of recording, and the idea of there not being any tension at all is kind of absurd. But that's just the part of the recording process.
Yeah, it's
And
just
the good ones get a good product out of it, and we actually finished that song. We got it sounding good. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like hanging in the wind or anything. It's,
right. It actually it was an excellent finished product that I loved, and not only me, a lot of other people that have heard it love, and you know, and
Now, I don't know if that's the last one that we really were involved with together, but that's kind of how I remember it. One I Live For with Nikki, it's kind of, if it was 2003, that's probably around the later years of You and Me. And
you know what? That kind of was the last song we worked on together, you know?
at least back at 1312 Fairlane anyway.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you've been working with a whole lot of other different producers since then, getting
Yeah.
out multiple cities.
You know what? Like, this internet nowadays is awesome, man. You know, they got YouTube, they got SoundClick, so... You
mentioned SoundClick earlier. I'm kind of curious about what that's all about.
It's a website where you can go and check out different producer beats and listen to them, lease a beat, or purchase a beat if you want to, get exclusive right, non-exclusive right. You know, depending on how your pockets is flowing. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, music is good, and it ain't just about the voice. You know, you gotta know the business part too, and the business side of it is, oh my goodness, you know what I mean? It costs some of them Benjamins is what it takes to get in the industry. You know, but I just been working like Vibe. I'm trying to get a beat from him right now. I've been emailing him, and I got this one beat right now that I'm working on. I'm working on getting the contract negotiated with called Crazy Cool. Cool My Temperature. I'm sorry, Cool My Temperature.
Cool My Temperature. What is that? That's a.
It's a track. It's the name of the track that is the composer named the track that. I didn't write the lyrics yet.
Okay.
I'm actually working on lyrics like right now with that. I haven't had the time to. So you know, one thing about my songwriting process is I don't just say, okay, I'm gonna write a song today. I like either I get the feeling and I write a song, or I hear a beat and I thought of something already and it comes out, and then that gives me the ideas. Like I always have, because I'm like, I always write short songs in my head. I call them short songs,
like the Beatles.
Yeah, like I always write short songs in my head where I'll come up with like 8 or 9 bars, and then later on through life they'll just pop up because I'll hear a beat and I'm like, oh, I can use those. That'll be hot.
You've got a stash up there.
Yeah, you know what? It's like, oh, you know what I mean?
I mean, you know, just feeding off my own memory, I do remember visiting a couple different producer guys. I mean, I didn't even really know what we were doing or where we were going. There was one on Roselle Road who had like a studio in his garage. I don't remember his name, but I could probably point out the house.
On Roselle Road?
Roselle Road, like just south of Harper, kind of between Schaumburg Road and
yeah, I know what you're
Harper.
talking about. That was Power Records.
Kind of across the street from a golf course or something.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. That was Power Records. We were gonna work on some stuff together, but you know, like this music industry is cutthroat. You know what I mean? And by me learning the business part of it and knowing just not to go into any contract just because somebody's going to give me $100,000. It's not like, yeah, the money is great. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, because I love money and I like shopping and stuff like that. But it's not about money when it comes to my music. It's about the inspiration of my music, you know. And I'm not going to just go and sign someone's contract because you say, oh, I'm going to give you 100 G's and I promise you can make, because you can promise me the world and not even be able to give me a bird. You know what I mean? So, like, it was like one of those type of things with him, and I'm not really down for just signing a contract with anybody. And he kind of wanted me to go that route and doing a development contract, and like I wasn't really down with that, so we didn't do anything together.
The other one I remember more recently, there was one in Chicago. I couldn't be any more specific than that, but
I think that was Greg at TikTok Entertainment.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and you know what? In the end, like a few years ago, he actually produced Dance, and he produced Lottie Dee Lottie Day.
Dance. Now, is Dance one that we worked on originally? Because we had a song called Dance. Dance to the beat.
You know what? We
did. A different one?
That is a different one.
Oh, okay.
That is a different one. Wow. You know what? And I'm going to need that beat too, you know? But now I'm going to have to change that song to, I don't know what I'm going to have to change the title to that song because I like the same, or maybe I can change the title to this song. Because I kind of forgot about that song. But I remember, dance to the beat. I want to see your body move. Dance on and long until the break of dawn. Oh, 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 no, oh, no, yeah. I remember that.
And then there was Johnny Quest.
Oh, yeah, Johnny Quest.
He was a young guy.
Yeah, he was a younger guy. You know, he moved out to, if I'm not mistaken, California. And we kind of got the beat for Crazy together, and we did another song called like Whoa.
Ah, okay. I was there for something.
You were there for.
That was a crazy day. Speaking of crazy,
yeah, you were there for when we were working on Crazy, and we were trying to get the piano chords together because then I don't know how to play the piano for nothing in the world. Mm-hmm. He didn't really know how to play the piano, and I'm like, okay, Erik knows how to play the piano. We're gonna call Erik, and I'm like, I was in the middle of recording. She got me like whoa, she got a like whoa. You know, we was in the middle of recording that song, and he comes out, and I'm like, man, I want to record Crazy, and like how, and I'm like, man, I don't know, but I need to get the piano instrumental, yada yada yada, this, and he's like, okay, whatever, you know, do what you do. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna get my guy A to come over here. You know, every producer I ever worked with, I always tell them about you. I'm like, cause you're like kind of inspiring me to write. You know what I mean? And you, cause you were so laid back, like you made me, like you made me. You just look. Right, you know what I'm saying? You like forced me to like, okay, you need to know what you're doing when you come to my studio. Pretty much in so many ways, but without saying it. You'd be like, I don't know. Like, how do you want I don't know. You should maybe that was well, how about you try it and we see what you like? You know what I'm saying? You kind of gave me that first one-on-one studio training that, you know, I never really had. You know, it's like I sung all through high school, and you know, I sung a lot of different places, but I've never really been taught, you know, oh, okay, you record like this or you record like this. I took vocal lessons and, you know, things of that sort, but I've never, you know what I mean? So it was like, I tell everybody, like, man, E is like, that's my guy right there. E, eryo5 Productions, that's that guy right there. Whenever I make it, whenever I get there, we're definitely gonna do an album together, and yeah, we're gonna do a whole album together, man. Cause like, and I think that's gonna be history. I think we're gonna make history one of these good days. Our focus is making that 225 million records sold, one album tour, the 3-year tour. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of work for me, but you know what? I'm willing to do it. I take a couple breaks here and there, but 3-year tour, you know, 250 million records sold. Why not?
You do have big plans.
Big dreams. Big dreams, you know?
You dream big. You
know? But why dream small? If you dream small, you're never going to get nowhere.
I mean, that's hardly even a dream.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Could you sing a little bit of Crazy? I'm trying to remember if that rings a bell for me.
Crazy? Okay. It goes like this. She came along when my whole world was upside down, made me fall in love to something I never do. You know?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. It's like that Whitney Houston flow. Cause how does it go? Cause I'm saving for the night. Cause there's nowhere to love her than you. So I'm saving all my love for you. You know, that's how I kind of, you know, got the idea, and so I got to, you know, kind of get that.
Yeah. Well, so the stuff. Oh, my headphones. Can you hear that, or is that just on my end?
That's just on your end.
Your sounds good. I don't know if that messed theirs up too. Yeah. So have you been? What would you say? Okay, so we're talking about Crazy. We're talking about La-Da-Dee, La-Da-Day.
Yes.
Have these been officially recorded, or they're just kind of
no? They actually have been recorded, and not Crazy. I'm sorry, but La-Da-Dee, La-Da-Day has actually been recorded, and it's actually, you guys, if you want to check it out on my MySpace page at the current present moment. But La-Da-Dee, La-Da-Day is like that song. It's an inspirational song that really I don't want to release just yet. It's something I want to release a little bit. It's more of a future song for me. You know what I mean? Because it's such a, like, the beat, and if you want to hear it, you definitely go to my MySpace page and you can hear it. But the beat and the way it goes, because you're like boom, boom, boom. And see, you gotta believe. Oh, you gotta believe. You see, she told me believe. Hey, sing. You know. It's like, and then it goes, it's like a spectacular inspirational song. It's not like one of them, it's like, boom, you know, the 808, the dancing, the stages, and, you know, it's like, I don't know, I think that song is going to help me a lot in my future, in my career. It's like, some songs it's meant for now, and some songs is meant for later. And I think as an artist, and not only as an artist, as trying to be an artist on one end, right, and then trying to be the executive producer on the other end, and run my own label, and have my own publishing company, I gotta know. I gotta kind of know when to release music and when not to release music. And that's one of them songs that I say is not just time yet.
I'm kind of curious where all these recorded songs are hiding out. If you've got like a master computer keeping all this stuff, or they're just kind of with different producers in different places.
Well, you know, the CDs are at my house. Crazy is not been recorded just yet. Dance has been recorded. I recorded Dance and Lottie Day at TikTok Entertainment with Greg, and he was the producer on both of those tracks, along with myself, because you know what, I kind of like the tunes and the melodies and all those things is like all my ideas, you know. So he kind of just put it together for me. He did what I couldn't do. He put what was in my head on instrumentals, and I brought out the lyrics, you know what I'm saying? So we worked on those together very close. And like right now I'm getting ready to start back recording at Pressure Point. You know, and it's been a struggle, you know what I'm saying? It's been like just pure D hell, man, out here in these streets and in this world, and just going through these ups and downs, and then going to try to move to San Diego, and then coming back here, and it's just a lot, you know. A lot has happened in so little time, you know. But I thank God for him making me a strong man and making me believe in myself. And you know, no matter what, I've always found, like, sometimes I may lose faith within my inner self, but that faith always comes back within my inner self. And now that I speak of faith, I actually have a song called Faith.
Oh, really?
Yes, that is
I was going to say, it seemed like you kind of have a tendency to like gospel music a little bit, as well as the R&B and stuff, or am I crazy about that?
No, you're not crazy about that. That's like one of my biggest goals is to release gospel music too, because like I wrote a lot of great gospel songs. Like one song I wrote is called Message. It's not recorded just yet, but it's a song that I would definitely love to put on one of my gospel CDs one day. Faith is like the song that I really want to, I'm probably going to release on my up and coming album. I work with this producer, his name is Nooney, and Nooney Productions. He's out there in the Carroll Stream area. He kind of produced that track for me, and I'm going to re-record it. I want to do a lot of re-recording, only because like I'm trying to get more, you know, better quality sounds and everything out of everything, you know. But Faith is a little bit like, it's a recession, but it's a lesson, and it's a blessing. I come to tell you, hate it, just hold on, well, and just be strong. There is a future beyond our disaster. You know what I mean? Like, it is a mission, our desire to fight the fire so we can fly higher. So that's a song I wrote after I heard this track, and it's a really nice track too. I love the track. So you're gonna be able to check a lot of my music out very, very soon. Come the end of August, you're gonna be able to go on my MySpace page and my Facebook page and probably my iTunes page, and we're probably gonna be doing a follow-up interview with, okay, here we go, bow, I'm out now, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything right now, we're following up with the struggle and how a developed artist I am and where am I at and stuff like that. Where do I stand? Right now I stand at like putting things together now, and more of a professional way, versus back then I was just like a kid and I was like, I'm in a studio.
Do you see all the work coming together to make like a formal album?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm definitely, like, we're doing the demo first. Don't worry, because the album is definitely coming out. The album, I'm definitely expecting to push this album out, hopefully by the end of the year.
Oh, yeah?
By the end of this year, I'm hoping to drop the album.
The end of 2011.
Yeah, the end of 2011 is my goal, is to drop my first album under my, if not some indie label, under FE Records, FEE Entertainment, stands for Family Enterprise Entertainment. So I definitely, you know, December is that month that is definitely I'm trying to go out there, you know. So I'm dropping a demo probably way sooner than December. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I want to say 6 to 8 weeks for the demo to get, to really get dropped. But as far as a full-fledged album production and everything like that, we're gonna go with December right now.
So what are you trying to say with this latest album you've got coming out?
With this,
what's the message?
The
overall?
message is that I want to inspire up and coming artists as myself that they can do it. I want to inspire and talk about the situations that we have in the world, like the disasters that Haiti had, things that happened over in Japan with the hurricane, and we can't forget about New Orleans. And I want to talk about stuff like that. I want to talk about the poverty in the world. I want to talk about how we as one need to come together to make this a better world and a better country. And you know what? We are in a recession, and we're setting back into a recession, they almost saying, and inflation, as you were saying earlier today, inflation is just like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I want to talk about stuff like that. And then at the same time, I want to dance, and I want people to dance, and I want them to be happy, and because I'm a happy person, you know what I'm saying? Because even through my downfalls, I'm still up tempo type of person, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it sounds kind of like an album of hope.
Yeah,
there's a lot of bad stuff going on, but there's hope, and you can dance in the midst of it.
Right, you know what? And it's like, that's what I'm talking. That's what this first album is about, I got a few titles out there that I want to throw, that we may call it like anger management. A lot of people tell me I got a lot of anger in my soul.
That's the name of a movie, right?
Yeah,
that sounds familiar.
Yeah, it is the name of a movie.
Anger management.
Yeah,
I would never have thought.
Maybe
I'll just back up a little bit.
I thought about naming it it Faith. I think about naming it, just a few different titles, and it's just popped up in my head. But it's too soon. We're getting ready to work on a photo shoot and artwork as coming up, and we got to get past that stage first. In the artwork, we're going to do the artwork for the demo and the CD. And when I say we, I mean me, because right now I'm my own team, but if there's any, managers out there who, looking for any up and coming artists, I'm definitely down,
Right now you're the head honcho of Aaron G Enterprises.
I'm always going to be the head honcho of Aaron G Enterprise. I'm going to have partners and workers, and that's just how the cookie crumbles. Until Interscope signs me to a $100 million label deal, then I'll be a partner.
Okay, I gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
I wanted to talk a little bit about the... we have to go to a break in about a minute and a half, but I wanted to talk a little bit about the recent trends in music. Maybe we're going over stuff we've already been over, but we talked a little about Lady Gaga.
I love Lady Gaga.
And, of course, what everyone wants to know, are you a Justin Bieber fan?
Justin Bieber is definitely a very great male singer and up and coming superstar. I love him. He's good. I listen to his music, and he was discovered by Usher, and he works with Usher, head on, and I think he's gonna be great for the industry to come. I really do. I think he's like the next Justin Timberlake.
Ah, yeah. The next Justin.
I love Justin too. Justin Timberlake? Yeah, I love mine.
Well,
Justin.
He's a guy who was really big 10 years ago, and he's still pretty big now, right?
Yeah.
Or at least he was a couple of years ago.
Yeah, he's still big. Justin's still out there. You know what I mean? But I love Justin.
Is he the triple threat? The actor, singer, dancer?
And he's definitely the double threat. He's definitely the singer dancer. Definitely that part.
He is in a movie. Friends with Benefits or something. He's been in a few movies.
Yeah.
Well,
right. You're right. He has been in a few movies. I don't watch his movies. I'm sorry.
Maybe he's not a major actor, but we've got a few more of the major current artists we're going to talk about, and talk about how your music fits in with all that. But that's going to be right after this second break that we're taking, so we'll be right back.
All right.